Hey everybody, welcome back to Easel Does It Studio. I will give everybody a chance to jump on. So we've got a couple of different things up our sleeve today, guys. We do. I'm gonna try something new. And I'm gonna show you what I've got. So I still got a couple minutes before 8, so if you're jumping on, say hi. And before I get into too much, we will hey Christina, welcome. I will kind of let we'll wait till like the 8 o'clock hour, but since you're on, I'll show you. So remember how I made the paint skins? Hey baby girl, welcome back. And I couldn't get some of them off of the wax paper. Like this one. Remember I couldn't get it off? So last night I came down and I'm like, all right, how is it going to work to put them on the cabochon? Is it going to like screw it up? So I made a few pieces. So this is one of the pieces that I made that has the parchment paper stuck to it. It came out beautifully and it's nice and secure. I just used the E6000. So I know that works. So I then made, I poured like one of my jewelry molds, and once it came out clear, I put the paint skin on the back and cut around the edges. I've still got to, trim it up a little bit, but I did want to see what it was going to do, if it was going to peel or whatever, and it's on there good. Hey Laura, welcome. So all I've got to do now is give this a back coat, trim it up a little bit, and this will be done. So this one kind of matches this. I took it off the same paint skin. So we're going to play with a few paint skins. And then I don't know if all of you saw it, but back quite a few videos ago, I had played with this film, and at the time I didn't know what it was, but it was holographic and it was kind of cool. My pieces didn't come out the greatest. So I had somebody message me or comment, had I tried doing the UV resin paper, and I had just got done playing with it. So I made this so what I did is I poured it on that film, I cured it, then I peeled it off and I cut it on the cabochon, and it worked beautifully. So we'll make some more of those because I have 2 other designs. And then I was playing around with the fantasy film paper, and let me get this one out. Which these are some of the new bracelets that I just got. So I made this one, and this one is really cool as well. And I didn't do anything to the background. I just stuck this one in. So I think we'll try it again and we'll do a black backer on it. So these are the new bracelets that I got. So I believe there's think there was like 20 of these. So you get a pink, black, a light pink, a dark pink, a black, a blue, and a brown band. And these are just like leather bands. And they come with their own box of cabochons. So that's how I made those bracelets. Then I got these, and I am dying to try these, guys. So these are the other bracelets, and I only found 2 packs or 4 packs, but they are cuff bracelets. I am a huge fan of cuff bracelets. That is like my jam. And they come with the cabochons to go in it. So we're going to do a paint skin one, and I'm going to make some resin paper, and we're going to make one in that as well. So those are the bracelets that I got. Then, you know, I had to have matchy-matchies. So these are, they're not sterling silver, they're stainless steel. You too, Christina? So these are the earrings that, and they come with the little baby cabochons. So these are stainless steel, but look at that, they're already together. So all you gotta do is do your cabochon, put it in, glue it, and you're done. I'm like, brilliant. Oh, Laura, that's a really good idea. That is really good. I know, I was thinking about putting it on my Cricut, but right now I still got too much paint stuff on my counters to deal with getting the Cricut out. But it cut really easy with the scissors. So let me put these back in these bags so I don't get them all crud. So I think these will be good sellers because the younger kids like the leather or the rawhide, whatever you want to call it, and so don't adults. You know, it kind of goes for both. So I think these will definitely be good sellers. But I want to make like matching sets and get the regular backing things that go with them. And I believe I lost my bag for this one, but we're going to set these over here just so I don't get them all crap. So we got the earrings. These I thought were going to be bigger, but these are like little pendant, and they come with the little cabochons as well. But these I think will work good on these bracelets that I had. So we're going to make a couple of these and we'll see how they work on that. So let me just clear up some of this so I have a little bit of room to work, because the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to pick out some paint skins and get a couple different cabochons on there, because you can do them 2 ways. You can put them under the UV light, or you can glue them. So I did it both ways, and it didn't make much of a difference. So let me grab a paint skin. So these are the ones that we had made the last time. So I definitely am going to use this one. This was one that I was able to get off of the parchment paper. And let's just, so this is the one that I already used. As you can see, I've got the circles cut out of it. So we will pick, I was going to do this one, but I'm afraid it's going to be too dark. I don't know. We maybe could pick like a light section. We'll have to move the cabochon around it to see. But this one I was thinking would be a pretty one because it's got a lot of different colors. You know, we've got some gold and some grays and some blues. And this one we'll do with the, you love that dark one? I do too, but I didn't know how it would show up in a, like through a cabochon. Let me grab one of the small cabochons and see. So I don't know, I guess it would, can't really see it on the camera, but I guess it would, there are some areas that it would show up. So we have one there, that would be pretty. Let me grab another one, see if I can get two matchies, and then we could do a pair of earrings. Okay. So we'll use this dark one. We'll use this one. You're always on the dark side. And we'll use that first one. So we'll use those three. This one I want to do in the cuff bracelet for sure. I really think this is going to be really pretty in there. So let me grab one of the big cabochons. You know, of course, there's only 4 because there's only 4 bracelets. But I figured I'd see what the quality was. Hey, Pauline. Handbag purse made with resin. I would love you to do a video. I saw that same one. Was it, her name is right on the tip of my tongue. Claire. Was it Claire from Claire's Crafty Corner? Because I saw that one too, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's beautiful. So yes, I'm going to have to get that mold for sure. That was really, really cute. Okay, so let me, and I have, yes, okay. I just watched that this afternoon too. I was like, oh, that's really cool. So I have my regular UV light out, and I also have a new one that you will see in tomorrow's video. A new UV light, guys. So right now I don't know which one I'm going to use. I might end up using both. I don't know. There are several. Oh, I'll have to look. You're welcome. Okay. So I'm going to flip you down so that you can kind of see where I'm putting it, and then we're going to stick it in the UV light to cure. And then we'll glue them on, and then while those are sitting gluing, we can do something different. All right, so hopefully you can see what I'm doing. All right, so put this one over here. So I'm just finding like 2 similar areas so that we can kind of have like matchy-matchy earrings. And again, they don't have to be perfect. So we'll use these 2 spots. I know it's hard for you guys to see because they're clear, but once I cut them out, I will hold them up. I do have my gloves out just in case, and I'm going to use the Bond Crafter resin, and I'm just going to put, ooh, I just put a big drop. And I did take time and clean all of the ends of my tools. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread that out, and we're going to put them right side by side. And let me get a paper towel here. And I'm just going to scrape some of that off so that it's not too thick around it. I mean, it still cuts fairly good, but I don't want it to be so thick that it ruins the edge of it. You know what I mean? It doesn't give that clear finish. All right. So I'm just going to stick this whole thing under the UV light. And no, I'm not, because it ain't going to fit. And I'm just going to cut the paper back a little bit here. Look. All right, now we can stick that in. So I'm going to put that in there for 2 minutes. And let's get our spot for our bigger cabochon. I was going to try to hold it up so you could see it, but it's... Alright, so I kind of like it right there. So I just kind of picked a spot. And we're just going to put a dot in the middle, and then we're going to push it to the edge. There we go. And we'll put that one under. All right. And so we might as well, if we're going to do the earrings, we might as well make a bracelet one. So I need another small cabochon, because I believe the bracelet, no, the bracelets are a little bit bigger. So let's pick, we'll do a blue band on this one. And I love how these come in these little boxes, because then you can just save them after. I'll just take them right out of the... And let's... All right, those are cured. So we have a lot of white lines in those, so... All right, we'll put that one right there. And not a very big dot, but enough that it goes all the way around. And this makes the blue really sparkle. Okay. So now we're gonna cut these two out of there, and I'll cut them in half, and then I just take the scissors and gently go all the way around, but I have my scissors kind of like angled inward a little bit, so that way we don't have any like real cleanup on the outside. It gives a nice smooth finish. You could also use your X-Acto knife. And there we have our first little earring. So I'll get the other one cut out and then we will get them glued in. So by the end of the video, I will actually be able to hold them up and you will be able to see the finished product. So for one of my little pug that I made, the one that I ended up painting him, I made a little bracelet like this for like a necklace for him. It's so cute. Okay, so let's get 2 earrings out. And I've got my little silicone mat. I just figured it would make it easier to lay the pieces on so then I could move them back and forth out of my way. So we'll put one there and one there. And I'm just going to take a little bit of the E6000 and we're going to put just a little bit in the center. Ah, this stuff is so runny. All right, I'm going to clean that right off of there. And then we just set these right in there. Give them a push. And all right, so we have our first little set of earrings already made. And let me see, I'm going to put these over here. All right, so we've used this one. So where am I going to put this? Put it up there. So this one is all dried now, or cured, I should say. And you can definitely tell the difference. Like this, this paint skin is definitely a little thicker than the other one. So it cuts really, really good. And there we have it. Hey, Jenny. How you feeling, hun? My poor daughter has got shingles, guys. She is miserable. Miserable, miserable. All right, so this one has got a fingerprint in the cabochon, so I am going to just clean it with some alcohol. Now these are not sterling silver or stainless steel, but they are still really pretty and shiny. So, you know, these would just be, you wear it to go out and not like all the time. Like if I get something I like, I just wear it all the time. But obviously you wouldn't be able to do that with this. my glue. Yes, it is very painful. She is miserable. All right, so we're just going to put not too much, but enough. So that's about what I'm using for glue. And then we just set our cabochon right in there. Give it a good solid press. And then look at how gorgeous that's going to be, guys. I am obsessed with these. I will be getting some more of these bracelets for sure. So I was gonna do all of them in the paint skins, but I want to try the rice paper. So we're gonna make one with the rice paper. Not the rice paper, the UV paper. My word. All right, so we have the earrings. So now we've got to do, all right, that's the bracelet. So we'll have a set of that. Now I could use my little scissors, but I feel like my big ones have more of like an angle to get closer to it. But guys, this, you know, like if you made up a bunch of paint skins or the UV paper, you could bang out a ton of jewelry doing it this way. I had a little bit too much resin flow over here. All right. So I don't know if you can see the sparkle in there. That is absolutely gorgeous. So this one is going to go in the blue band, so it will match. And again, we're just going to put a little bit of glue. And try not to stick your finger in it. And then we glue that down. And I had some glue on my finger and it got on the top, so, and then we have that. Okay. So let's do one of the pink ones, and then I'm gonna make some UV paper. I'll just get that one out. We will get out a cabochon, and we're gonna pick a pink spot right in the middle. So you can do this with glue as well, if you didn't want to use the UV resin, but the UV resin is just so much quicker to get it to cure so that you can cut it. Yes, I had noticed that too, Jen, when Mom had it at night. It was always worse. Always. All right, I'm gonna grab a little cup. Isn't that pretty? I mean, this is, I think these are gonna sell really good at the craft fair. What do you think, Jen? All right, so we're gonna put some UV resin in here. And I know I wanna make a set, so I'm gonna put a decent amount. So I've just put some UV resin in here. And I'm gonna try the Mylar flakes. I did not, hey Cindy, welcome. I did not try making the resin paper with the Mylar flakes yet. So I am gonna mix the pink and the blue together. And then we're just gonna dump it on our parchment paper. And we're gonna spread it out and cure it. Oop, I might have to add some more UV resin. Let me get a little dotting tool here. Stir that up. I don't think so. I think that's gonna be a good all right. You think so too? Yeah, I think the bracelets definitely. All right, so we are just going to scoop this onto this paper. I knew I had waited to try this technique because I knew when I did that I was going to be hooked on it. And I was right. Especially if this particular one comes out good. Because this one's my favorite. Alright, so now we're just going to smush this. And I'm going to get my little spatula paddle here. And we're just going to spread that around. So you can make them as thin or as thick as you want. But this way they're going to lay nice and flat. So we have a nice flat thing and we're going to stick that in our light. And we're going to let that cure while we cut this one out. So this one, I mean, this color you could put on a blue bracelet, the light pink, the dark pink, any of the ones really. And I'm just making sure that I got a nice smooth edge. So that is our little yes, I'm trying different techniques, Cindy. I made a few paint skin pieces that I will show here in a minute. So this one is gonna go in this pink bracelet. This is the new bracelets that I got. So we're gonna glue that in there and look at how pretty that's gonna be. So we're gonna put a little bit of the E6000. And we are going to push that down. And there we have it. We have a beautiful bracelet. Look at how quick that was. Okay. So we've got our paper in there. And so I've also fused some of this together. And I'm going to actually do another one like that. So I'm just let that cool for a minute. Look at that. So, what I was thinking, because we all know that this is going to look better on a black background, right? This is really my first time, Cindy. I didn't even realize it. But see that with the black background versus the white. So either way is pretty, but I believe the black gives you a better finish, a better, I don't know, color. So let's, all right, I want to do one of my big ones. I want to do this one, these cuff bracelets. And where did I put, no, I have got my big cabochons somewhere. They're hiding. Oh my goodness. They are hiding. I just showed it to you guys. And there's only 4 in a bag. There's 3 now. Are you kidding me? All right. They're not in here. So these are the bracelets that I got. Oh, thank you so much, Christina. That means the world. All right, let's... I gotta keep my little bracelet papers. And let's put that other skin. Guys, I done lost my big cabochons. Did they fall on the floor? Don't see them. Bag. I'll leave them in that. I'm like, did I throw them away? Well, let's see. I have I don't know if any of these will be big enough. Nope. Oh. And those are the biggest that I have in here, so those are not going to work. Guys, how can I lose something they're right here hiding. My word. They're hiding underneath the little cabochons. All right, so we're going to put that on there. And then we are going to cut that out. I'm trying to think if I should cut it out first. That might work a little bit better, or at least get it close. All right, I'm just gonna because now it's not pliable because it's oh, let's see. All right, so let's okay. So I will try not to keep you guys so late tonight, guys. All right, so I am going to put some UV on here, and then we're going to pop that in the light. And hopefully it didn't move. So then I think what I'm going to do is, I should have grabbed my nail, my UV nail polish, because that would have been easier than trying to make resin. All right, so I just want to try to finish before it gets really hard. I want to try to get these edges. But that's how it's looking so far. Oh my goodness, Pauline, it's 1:38 in the morning there. Holy smokes. All right, I'm just gonna finish letting that cure. And, all right, let's see. I'm gonna see. Let me run and see if I can find that nail polish gel real quick, guys. I can't find it, guys. I even ran upstairs to see if it was up there, and it isn't. Oh, thank you, guys. All right, so we're going to mix up some black. And I'm using paste. I did it last night, and it cured fine. So let me get something to put that in so I can keep it straight. And we will mix up I'm all out of breath. Got my exercise in though. There's still like one or two things that since I organized that I can't find, which is scary. That is scary in itself. All right, we don't need much. That's way too much, but that's okay. So I'm just gonna adjust the tip of this, because I want it to be fairly dark. And I always used mica powder because I wasn't sure if this would cure, but it cured fine. So that is what we're doing again. All right. Put this over here. And we're just gonna coat the back of this. Ooh. The hardest thing is keeping these little buggers from kind of flipping. Okay. Whoa, no, 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 no. Okay. And we will pop that in the light and we'll let that cure. Okay, so I want to do the did I do another big bracelet? I'm losing my mind, guys. I really am tonight. I am losing my dang mind. It's not on here. Oh, it's because it's the one I'm working on. My word. That's this one. So, oh, I wanted to get that film, that other, all right. This is the nail. How do you fix the sticky if no matter how long you cure it stays sticky? Bring it up and wash it in cold soapy water. And that should take care of the sticky. Yeah, stick it in a glass of water. All right, so what we're gonna do, these are those nail foils, which I didn't know what they were, but you guys, after I researched it and you guys had filled me in, and the trickiest part is to figure out which side is the side that works. So we are gonna put, make sure there's nothing on the, and I'm just going to cut a piece. So that way I'm not getting the rest of it all gunky. And I found that, I believe it is the duller side that it works on. At least on the other one, I think that's how it worked. So, I'm just going to put We'll make it a little bit longer so we can do a couple pieces to match. So I did that. And if it's not the right side, we can do it again. Because it won't even hurt it if it's not the right size. All right, I'm gonna cut some paper here. And we are gonna put that on. And we are going to spread it. I'm trying to keep it in the film. And if you see any bubbles, you can actually work those bubbles out. All right, so I'm gonna flip this over because the resin ran out. And there we have our cabochon. So we'll get some glue. It should, Cindy. That is in theory what it should do. Because that is how I got this one here. Because I had tried that before. Yeah, Daniel Cooper. And my results were not good at all. And then we have our bracelet all made. So we will let this dry. I'll set this over here. And let's see. All right, we're gonna pull the parchment first. And I did it on the right side. Look at our resin paint. And it bubbled a little bit, but that is fine. So we're gonna do a bracelet and we'll do a dangly bracelet this time because these are so little that they're not gonna make a pendant. I mean, that's, yeah, I thought they were going to be way bigger than that. So I just need to get the cabochon. And we can back these in black as well. These ones do have a few spots with some bubbles, so I'm trying to find one without a bubble spot. So I'm gonna put a small dot and then drop that cabochon on there. And I'm gonna hold it while it cures because I don't want it to slide. And then I can find 2 more spots for the earrings. So I'll get, I believe the earring and the necklaces are the same size. Yeah, they are. Okay. So I can just go from one cabochon bag, so I'm not having to look for them. All right, so we're gonna get another earring out. All right, and just gonna cut around. Oh, well, that didn't work. That one. Let me make another piece. Because this one bubbled and cutting it in, I'm popping the thingies off. So So let's just get another strip. Because that's the one we used. So this one here, you want the shiny side down and the dull part on the top. And you know what I'm wondering? I'm going to put, instead of making it like a resin paper, I'm going to put the dots, put the cabochon on, and cure it that way. And then we can just peel the paper, right? That should work. So we'll do 3 dots. 1, 2, and 3. Tried to get them similar, but I've got big, medium, and all right. I'm gonna make sure they're lined up, and we'll get them curing. We'll see if that works. That might be the way to go. All right, so I want to see what this peacock green is going to look like. And I think I'm gonna just double this up so it's a double layer. So I'm gonna fold that down so that's a double layer, and I'm gonna get my plate so that when I heat it I can use the plate to push it down. So let me plug in my heat gun. And you need something to hold it because it will move and it does get really hot, guys. So just when you're doing this, be careful you don't burn yourself. And you just do it until it starts to wrinkle. Takes a few minutes, but this gives a beautiful look as well. I'm going to flip it over and get the other side. Okay. So that just helps like flatten it out so that all right, the moment of truth, guys. It peeled it off. All right, and I do have some trimming, but it should be much easier. I'm going to use my little scissors, I think, on this one. I mean, there's not a ton to clean up, but there is just a little bit. All right, we've got one done. I'm going to do the one that has the most overage. Oh, that's actually cutting easy because it's so thin. Move that out of my way here. All right. So again, if let me put the cover on this before I make a mess. Oop. Here we go. Ah, stop falling. So these ones have, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, they're like little stars in there. So I'm wondering if I could just use a marker to paint inside the cabochon. Because on the white, it's not really going to show. All right, I'm going to take my acrylic black, because acrylic dries quick. And I don't know. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I'm wondering. Yeah, and it's just separating in there, so. Let me see if I can get it to dry. All right, so that is going to work. It's just going to take a minute to dry, but we can use the heat gun. So I'm just going to get that coated, one coat. Oh, and try not to stick your finger in it like me. And then once these are dry, then we can just glue the cabochon in, and it should make a difference. Okay. Do this one again. So I probably could have even taken, you know, like my acrylic paint and used a brush and painted it in there. But like this is where the black nail polish would have come in really handy, because then we could have, you know, stuck it underneath the UV light and cure it. I just don't want to make it too thick because I want those cabochons to fit in there nicely. I mean, I could have coated them with a coat of UV, but, you know, I want to show you guys different things that, you know, sometimes we don't have all the, you know, the same supplies, and you still want to make kind of the same thing. This kind of gives you some different ideas of different ways to do it. I can take my gun on low. Yeah. So that should make a huge difference. So let's put some glue. And once these are fully dried, I'll just set these over here. And then we'll go through at the end and I'll show you, because for those of you that are late, there was a few, I made a few pieces before some of you jumped on. So I will make sure I show you those. All right. Okay. So now we want a big cabochon for this one. And this one we will coat with black. I want a few more wrinkles in it though. Because the more different shapes that you get in your film, the more you're gonna, dimension you're gonna have in your piece. So we're gonna do, I wanna do the big bracelet, and I'm gonna do a pair of we'll do 2 of the smaller bracelets. So I got 2 of the cabochons out. So I'm gonna put a bigger dot for this one. Oh, and as you set it down, you can actually see it like spread, so you know that you've got enough underneath there. When you push it, it goes to the end. And I'll do right there. Okay. I got a little bit too much, but that's fine. We should be able to cut it. I know, it is quiet. And I've noticed too, on my Saturday night lives, I don't get usually as many people on. Well, have you seen what Fran from Little Windows does with the diachronic film and the resin cast jewelry? I only started watching some of their videos from Little Windows, but I'm gonna have to go check Fran out, because I'm sure that there's like a lot more that I can do. And this is only this is called Angelina Fusible Film. So it's not actually like that dichromic or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I definitely got to get like more supplies, but I figured just starting out on these type of things, I think, all right, so these are cured. And then I'm going to coat them in black. What's the name of Fran's, okay, so Fran from Little Windows, that is the same, okay. Or you meant the diachronic. Okay, so it is the same thing. Okay. Yay. I actually have something right for a change. So this is the piece just the way it is. But if we put the black behind it, we get more of a look. So we have got some black right here. Oh, let me get my earrings out so I can do all of them at one time here. Now this one little cabochon has, nope, I don't have to worry about it because it fell off. So sometimes when it's, like there was a bubble, I was just going to say that one's got a bubble, it's going to give a good look. And as soon as I went to cut there, it popped off. But not a big deal. We will just make another one. We'll just pick another spot. And I'll make sure I don't get a bubble. I mean, I can't even imagine how many pieces of jewelry that one could make in a day doing like that. If you had your films already melted, your paint skins or whatever you were going to use, that you already had it, you know, all done, and then you buy the bracelets like this that come with the cabochons, how many pieces you could make in a day. All right, so there is a bubble right there. I'm not going to worry too much about it. Let's put that right in the middle. And let's get that curing. And because these are see-through, you really, you don't have to flip them to back coat them. All right, I want to just find some smaller like areas where I know I can put the black on without it running off. Because we don't need a lot. Ooh. And it doesn't even have to go like all the way around. And I have found that if you cut them as soon as you take them out of your light, even if you have overspill of resin, they cut so much easier. So just kind of an FYI. But basically, just giving that background color. Yeah. All right, let's get this little bugger coated. So are there any of you that have been wanting to try the Bond Crafter resin and haven't tried it yet? Put it in the comments, because I got something Monday coming up. All right. You've tried the epoxy, but not the UV? All right, let me put you back up here for a minute. Yes. Well, I'm going to be, there's going to be something special Monday on my video where you could win yourself a whole gallon. You heard it here first. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. They let me pick the amount. I could have picked the 16, the 32, or the 64. Obviously for you guys, I picked the 64. There's going to be 3 sets of them given. So you're going to want to make sure that you watch Monday night's live, not live, but video. And you're going to want to watch all the way through. And I'll tell you, throughout the thing, how it's going to work. So yeah, the Bauer resin, not the UV, but the Minecraft has been awesome. I don't think I've tried either one of those, Laura. Oh, Bond Crafter, yeah. Yeah, the Bond Crafter resin is awesome. Their UV, that's what I'm using tonight, is their UV and their regular resin. I use that a lot. All right, so we're going to let that sit for a few more minutes. And then there was one other thing I wanted to try. And I got to do it in this mold. And for some reason, this mold, I haven't used it all that much, but it doesn't come out clear, so I have to top coat after. But yeah, I still want to try it. All right. So these are dry. Put that one in for a few seconds more. All right. So we've got these things. So we're gonna end up putting the jump rings on these, and these are gonna go into the other bracelets. Oh, come on, Butterfingers. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Hey, Mary Beth. This is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to put glue in here. Oh my goodness. "40 minutes for the epoxy," yes. They haven't, I've got this one spot that is really sore. The skin has just been peeling off it, but the rest of my hands seem okay. That's why I did have my gloves out in case, you know, if I felt like I was starting to touch the resin, I would put them on, but I've been really cautious and not using a ton of the resin tonight, but I do have a few like sticky spots. I'm just going to get 2 more. I'm not even going to try to clean those. I will pull out 2 more and I will just let them, I'm going to use the right stuff this time, this stuff. And what I've been doing is as soon as I'm done using any resin or anything downstairs, I go right up and I wash my hands, and I wash them all the way to my wrist. But I mean, you can see my arm is all broke out. And I can't even get to show you the worst parts. But yeah, my both arms are still broke out, but oh well. Alright, so I got some glue. Get some glue. Oh. And it's a big bracelet. Use one of these. Alright. Let me flip you back down here for a second, guys. Sorry. All right, so I got the glue in there, and look at how beautiful that is. So it really gives the depth when you have, like the more ripples that you have in that film, the better off it is. Is that the same size? No. Why? Oh, why, oh, why, oh, why? This is a smaller one. Oh, well, it's going to stay in there now. It is, it is. Okay. So these are going to really be cute. You know, and you could even do like a bunch of different colors and have these hanging off of each other. Okay, so what I wanted to try is, yes, I love that style bracelet. That is definitely me. All right, so, and I think I saw this on, it might have been on that little Windows page. Let me just move this over here so I can re-roll it. And it was using this chunky glitter, making like an opal, but I want to do, I don't have much chunky glitter, but I do like this blue glitter. So I want to try and make like a cabochon with this and with this. So I'm going to need my little cups. And I'm just going to mix it, and then we're going to pour it, and we'll like cure it in layers, I guess. So. And I know those are fairly deep, so I'm going to do a good amount. Oh, yeah, it would help if I'm going to make two. Yeah, I don't usually like it, but this particular one that I got isn't too bad. And it actually made a pretty like cabochon, so I'm like, yeah, I'll give it a try. All right, let me just move this while I'm pouring, because, you know, we know we're gonna have a mess if not. So this one kind of made like an opalescent, and I'm just gonna, it's just gonna go quicker that way. I don't think the chunky glitter looks good in a lot of things. This particular one, I don't mind it because it does kind of give like an opal look. And again, you could back this in a white or a black. All right, so I think that is good for this mix. Those I like. The chunky holographic. Oh, I didn't even think. I should have pulled them out. And I just pulled out the wrong one. All right. So let me just... So I might have to do this in 2 layers on this one. Just, I don't know. It's a fine glitter, but... Now, I have never had good luck using alcohol ink in UV resin. So if there's a trick, guys, could you tell me what it is? Because, you know, it would give me a little bit more color options. Okay, so let's... Oh, whoa. Let me see here. We're going to pour... we'll pour this round one because I figure I can make it a keychain or whatever. All right, and then I'm gonna do this oval one in this blue. I love this blue glitter. Okay. Okay, let me coat those. That might be you're right, Laura. Yes. Oh. Hang on, hang on. There we go. Yes, I have found too that some of the glitter does embed into the mold. But, all right, so we're, once these ones come out and I finish these, then I'll show you the finished pieces here. And because we've been an hour and a half, and I said I wasn't going to keep you that long, guys. Yes, I watch Reptiles in Resin all the time, too. All right. All right. And then I can just finish filling them. And I will probably on the next coat just put clear. I do want the bulk of it in this blue, but I want the back to be smooth, so I'm just going to put a little bit more on here. And I got a little bit left, so let's, we'll just put it in the heart, I guess. Because then I can just put some flat back bales or something on here. Guess I had more than I thought. All right, good enough. Yeah, exactly. There ain't nothing gonna be cleaning that. No, 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 no. All right, so I'm just gonna stick these two little empty thingies in there because they did have some UV resin in there. And I am gonna wipe my hands. Yeah, that, and I have one split on this finger that is like driving me nuts. So I've been trying to, you know, really put moisturizer and cortisone cream and all that good stuff. All right, so let me grab let's see. Oh my gosh, you did? You know, I never thought of doing that when I broke my plastic cup. Yes, I do too. I enjoy her. She's funny and she's klutzy like me. So, yeah, I can totally relate to her. If we lived close, we could be friends for sure because, definitely, she is like me. All right. So, all right, let's put a clear coat and then I will pop them out because I'm sure that I'm going to have to coat the other side because these molds are so dull. And I have not used these molds much at all. So, All right. I don't see any bubbles, but just in case. All right, so we'll put that back in. All right, so these are the big bracelets that I made tonight. So this is the paint skin one. This is the fantasy film. And this is the Mylar flakes made into UV paper. And then back coated with the blue. So we have got our paint skin. Oh, that's one of the paint skins. And these are the matching earrings. Oh, hang on, I got a glue string. All right, so let me kind of hang them on my finger so that you can all right, so those are the earrings and the matching bracelet. So this one will go as a set. And then we have got the little holographic paper earrings with the little stars in them. Trying to get it in the light so you can see. There we go. So we got those. And then we have a charm that is like that, that's going to go on a bracelet. So that's one. Then these are the fantasy film. These are going to make little bracelets. I ran a line of UV down the outside of the cup and cured it. I wasn't going for pretty, just functional. Exactly. All right, so we're going to put our jump rings on that. This is one I made last night playing. This is the paint skin. Let me just put this up so I can see a little bit better to show you guys. So that is the paint skin. So I just have to back this in clear, and then I made this bracelet to match it. So this, why is everything so backwards to me tonight? So that's the bracelet, and that's going to be a pendant. Love that one. Yeah. So I've just got to coat this. So I'm going to pop these out. Oh, this one's not too bad. A little dull. So we will give them a top coat. But these did cure all the way through. So I did bring these up and I washed them with soap. It did help a little bit, but we'll put some flat back bails. These are actually shiny. I'm surprised. The blue one needs a little bit of love. And then that's the heart. This one needs a little bit more on the top here. All right, I'm going to use this. I want to coat this. And I want to coat this one. These two are very shiny. So I'm not going to coat those. Let's see. So I'm just going to and I am going to put my gloves on because of the way I'm going to top coat that. But I want to get this and then I can just put a jump ring through this as well. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be finding my black gel nail polish, so next time I won't have to run off camera. These did come out really nice. I'm kind of impressed myself. All right, I gotta put this on. And let me take my lighter and see a few little bubbles. All right, so this is how I did the other one. I just put a small dot and I used my finger because these are round, so it's like trying to top coat these are a pain in the keister. So I just did that, shined it up, and pop it in the light. So that's how I did those. Okay. So now I can, and well, I didn't want to have to waste a pair of gloves, but I can't do the pinch bails and all that without all right, so these, get my pliers, Perfect Cast, it's cheap, and no, I have not. I've never even heard of Perfect Cast. Huh. No, I did not. All right. So this one definitely needs a little, a little trim down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some more resin in there. I should have filled that one up a little bit more. I mean, they're not really sharp, but I don't want to take a chance. All right, so we're gonna put those there. We'll put those there. I'm just gonna run 4 pounds for $16. Oh, well, I might have to check it out. You know, of course, I did this after I took my gloves off. All right. Oh. Ah. Are you kidding me right now? I just went to take this out. It flipped over, went on this one. Oh. All right, where's my cheap gloves? I'm gonna wear the cheap gloves. Yes, I will, Cindy, definitely. All right. All right, so none went down on that one. This, all right, so I'm gonna, there. Good enough. Oh, and it's made in the USA. Oh, okay, I'll have to check. Thanks, guys. Okay, so let's get some these little bales on. All right. All right, so we've got our two little bales on, our little flat back bales. I'm gonna set them on this little mat over here, so I can kind of keep them at a angle where they won't fall off. Okay. And I think we'll wait for those two to be done, and we'll put those two on that. So let's get some jump rings. And I'm gonna make 3 of these. All right, so we're gonna, I think these are gonna be the perfect size for these little bracelets. Flip over. So that is one with the stars in it, I believe. Yeah. So that's one. And the other two are the fantasy film. And it would help if I opened the bracelet, if we're going to put it on there. All right, let's get the other one open. So yeah, I like bracelets like this and like the other ones. Those are like my favorites. Okay, so let's put... And let's... Yep, and I hang it right. And that is that one. Okay, but not thrilled. Need to use too much pigment to get good color. You have liquid color for the resin-crete, yes. Yeah, because the powder you do need a lot. That's for sure. Especially if you're making something big. Yes, it's exactly like an Alex and Ani. This way. Yep. All right, so we have 3 of those, 3 of the other ones. And let's see. 2 of the other ones. We have 2 bracelets, earrings, necklace. I'm just gonna go around this. Now that I coated it, I can make sure that it's nice and smooth on the edges. So, and that's... So this will go with this bracelet. We're going to make that as a set. And I think I'm going to need a bigger jump ring on that one. Now, if I would have been smart, I would have put that on a black band, and then I could have put the black necklace to go with it. But I didn't, so we are just going to thought I had my chains out. Oh, right here. Thank you, Debbie. And we will just put a chain on this bad boy right here. There we go. So we have that in our bracelet. Then we have our earrings and matching bracelet set. Is that all the pieces? And just going to cure that a little bit more. I have to flip it over. So I do have these, you know, that I could put on that, but I'm not going to because they're so chunky. But instead of putting them back in the bag that they were in, I will show you what I use. Because I found the smaller ones. So they will, and I got these on Amazon as well. Yeah, the resin-crete stuff can get pricey because it cures so fast that you can make a lot of stuff. So what I'll probably do is put them in a bag like this. So that way they stay nice and clean, and you know, and then I can put them like in a basket. People can look through and see, oh, I like that color or whatever. I think it's either going to be this one or I'm going to make me another one. I'm going to take, I think I want to do the blue like this. For me. Oh. Yeah, so that's why I only did 3, so that way I have one bracelet that I can make for me. Yes. Yes, definitely. That way they don't get scratched and all kinds of, you know. And then with the bracelet and necklace, what I'll probably do is put them on a card, but put them in the same bag. I guess I gotta find like some bracelet cards, you know, so I could go like this, and then I put them in like a clear bag, just so that, I don't know, they know they're handmade. But wait a minute, I could actually put them both in one bag. All right, so if we put the bracelet in, I just want to make sure the cabochon is showing on the front. Like that. And we can put this like this, and I don't know, I think it looks too messy, but yeah, something like that. So it's a set. You know, the same thing like these bracelets, I will put in one of these bags, especially now that, you know, they're done. So then people can actually see like the stone and what it looks like. For the earrings, I have earring cards. So if anybody wants to buy any of the things that I made tonight, just shoot me a message and let me just put this bracelet on here, and I'll just put the 2 in the box, in the bag, so I know that they're a set until I figure out how I'm going to package the sets. Come on. There we go. So at least, yeah, that maybe would be a better thing. Something like what my pocket hugs are kind of in. All right, and I just want to put the backs the little rubber backings on my earrings, because if not, they just fall off. No matter what you do, they won't stay on there. So I like to stick the little rubber backings on. There. They probably are, but at least this way here I know that these are like a set, so I don't misplace them. And oh, I still got a sticky spot on that. So let's put the flat back bail on this with the glue. And so we got that. And there is still a sticky spot. All right. I'm going to give you a sneak peek of something new. Tomorrow's video, guys. This is the top of it. Ooh. So yeah, tomorrow is going to be it's another jewelry, but yet a little different. So I'm just trying to get yeah, I've actually, I got it last week, but I didn't play with it until yesterday. Yesterday I filmed tomorrow's video, so that's what tomorrow's is going to be. I don't even know. Okay, and these are the ones that I had made yesterday, just playing around. I don't know, those of you that jumped on late, that was one of the bracelets. Oh, you know what? This is the one that goes with that. This one. Oh, lordy, lordy. This one. And this one go together. This is why, guys, I put them together as a set, because I will screw up. This makes more sense now. So these are the sets right here. And then this is all UV'd on the back. So yeah. All right, I'm just gonna stick these two in this bag, because if I don't keep my sets together, I'm going to screw them up, and then I'm not gonna know where I'm at. Because, you know, it doesn't take much these days to get me all screwed up. All right, there, at least we have our sets together. And I am gonna put a little bail thing on the back of this one, and that is gonna be it, I guess. Oh. All right. Stick this. Oh. And I just got glue all over the front. I'll have to clean it up after, but that is the glitter one. So, yeah. All right, so I'm just gonna put those in there, and hopefully, and then we had our two little hearts, a big one and a small one. So I'll put a chain through those, and yeah. Alrighty, guys. Let me wipe my hands here. So I guess that is going to do it for tonight. But you can also keep your extra papers, just like you would your paint skins. You can make a bunch of these and then hang on to them. Worst case scenario, they're too stiff. Heat them up with your heat gun, and it will make them flexible again. So I'd like to make, you know, something really phenomenal with that stuff. I got to get creative with different colors, because I only have those few packages that I got. They were, I think, in kits. And yeah, so I have this, and I think I have one more set of these, and that's it. Oh, that's okay. Thanks for stopping in. You caught some of it. I know Saturday nights is kind of a hard night. I think, you know, a lot of people go out. So, I don't know. I might change it up and maybe do like a, I don't know, maybe a Sunday afternoon one instead of a Saturday night. Or maybe a Saturday afternoon. I don't know. We'll play with some different days anyways, but yeah. Again, thank you so much for joining in. Just kind of going getting all my pieces here together so that I don't misplace anything. Oh, and I have, I need to get another earring card for my earrings. Oh, I'll find them after. And then we also had our little pair of earrings here with our little stars. Oh, there we go. Oh, nope. See, it throws me when my camera is sideways as far as like showing things in the camera. Oh, well, tell him happy birthday. All right, so I got that. Got my other bracelet pieces. I do not want to throw anything away. But yeah, I think even these are going to be really good sellers, like the Alex and Arnie bracelets, especially with matching earrings or whatever to go with them. Alrighty, guys, I am going to go ahead and jump off, and I will see you guys all on the next video. Have a fantastic Sunday, guys. Bye.